Hey everybody, thank you for watching. It's me, James, again, and as you probably saw from the title, I have something I want to show you guys. So, what do I have? Well, I have an Asylum Evolution DE razor from Bull Goose Shaving. And what a cool looking razor. It has that old timey feel to me of how the old world tried to uh, display what future technology might look like in steampunk type look, right? And that's what this reminds me of. It just has something about it kind of reminds me of that element. So this will be the razor I'm using. And so to go along with that, I am using Steampunk, which was a limited edition make. I don't know if they still make it, but it was for the shave nook, and it was one of the first, if not the first, soap that was done for the shave nook. And the smell of steampunk is supposed to remind you of walking into a older library with classic books, leather-bound books, sitting on the shelves for a while and whatnot. And so um, that's where it comes from, out of Berlin, Germany. And it's what I'll be using. Um, the blade I'll be putting in the razor is going to be a Kai blade, and this is either the second or third use of it. And for me, it's a pretty good standard in any razor for me. It just works that well for me as a universal blade. So, I almost went too far there. As far as I don't have a matching splash, and I don't know if they ever did one, but for me, the Spanish fig and nutmeg from Bathhouse, this shave balm to me matches really well with it. So if you happen to have this, give it a go. I think you'll like it. Uh, I think they complement each other well. All right, so it's a three-piece razor, and if you notice, it has some little teeth grooves here, which not necessarily open comb, but kind of almost like that Mula R41 type feel to it to let lather pass through. So in that kind of way, a type of comb, uh, just not to where the teeth themselves would be out, no gaps in the bar itself. So it has the underlying safety bar, but it does have these really deep recessed grooves of teeth, and they're rounded, they're not spiky. All right, so three-piece, and everything about it looks really good. It's machined, and I mean, there's not a whole lot to say very negative about something that is machined. It's got a rounded bottom on the bottom end there of the handle. It's got that hexagon type shape to it as far as how the edges are. To me, there seems to be plenty of grip. It's a matte finish, satin finish, brushed finish type look. I just rinsed it in water here. Underneath, that's what it looks like. So you can see where it came down into the metal block to get the posts on the cap. And as you notice, there's a hole in the cap. There's no no threading in the base plate, all the threading for, this is one of those handles that has a post on the handle for threading, goes into the top cap in order to tighten down. So unless you have handles like that, it won't work in this. Sorry guys. And even the threading, even though it looks really nice and well made as far as the grooving on it and everything, I'm not sure even if you could, like, I don't know if I can't remember the name of it, but basically the converter type piece to maybe put into a handle that you own by going to a hardware store and getting something that goes in to fit in there. You might be able to find it, but I don't know what the threading style is, so I don't know what to tell you on that. But that's just something extra, really, right? Something extra that you would like, that I like. I like to give a razor a Franken razor look once in a while, yeah. All right, so got my blade over the posts, cap, base plate. There you go. You'll know it's on right because the teeth will be pointing towards the cap. And then you just put this on. And yes, the blade tabs do show, but that's neither here nor there. Now, as far as blade gap between the actual base plate and the blade is none. However, because of where the teeth end and the blade is sitting, I'm thinking it's gonna still feel pretty good, even though it's right there. It's like right up to the edge of the teeth. And there you go. Everything's seated in. No rattling or anything. All right, so enough rambling. I'm gonna wet my cheeks and lather up. Actually, I'm gonna just lather up and then I'll wet my cheeks. All right, so here we go. Got the brush, it's been soaking. The brush I'm using is a limited edition. This was the first Shave Nut brush by Samog. It is a 2-type Badger and Boar mix. Don't know the ratio of the mix, but that's what it is, Badger and Boar. All right, now, since this soap is like a cream, it's very fluffy. I didn't put much. Oh, I think that'll be plenty, but I didn't bloom it, so I'm just going to add some water into my pewter bowl. And here we go. And it's weird how something like leather notes do come out from this to give you that library old bookstore type smell, where you could just go in and thumb through books, sit back and read a little bit. Before there were Barnes and Nobles. Whoop, don't want to lose any. Here we go. Gonna try to just incorporate just a tad more water. But wow, that's where we're at so far. So just a little bit more water. And here we go. All right. I'm thinking that should be plenty. Looks really good, right? Creamy meringue there. All right. Not really melted ice cream, but still looks good. Still creamy goodness. Hope everybody's day's been going well for this past work week. Salute for roses. Alright. There we go. Double chin swipe for TSE. I guess for me, I'll have to call it like the Adam's apple swipe. Alright. Warm the blade of the razor. There we go. Let's see what this feels like. Interesting. Doing well. Got a couple days growth. I'd say the blade angle was pretty intuitive. Feels really good so far. I think it's pretty well balanced. I do believe this razor goes well with this blade. Or vice versa. The blade goes well with this razor. For my schnauzer, it kind of fits well underneath the nose too. It's right in there. Pretty nice. DE. So far, no feeling of irritation or anything like that. Pretty good work for a past one. Rinse. Right back. Alright everyone, I'm back. Salute. Get ready for pass two. Hand a little bit. And go pass two. Pass two, rinse off, and I'll be back for pass three. Alright. For pass three. All right. Still plenty left in there. Yeah, let's see. Go down again. Very good. Not bad at all. So, what do I think? I think it's really good. Ergonomically, the way the handle is designed with it, the balance, I think it fits well for me. I think you still have plenty of control when coming up in a grip like that. So, I like it. I think the hexagonal shape of the handle, the edges, the facets, make it easy to maneuver around. Very good. So I'll be right back with some closing thoughts after I clean. Alright everybody, I'm back. So here it is again. The Evolution, modeled after the old school Darwin, and was inspired by it anyway. One thing I have to say is that it is very easy to wipe this razor down, and of course the teeth will kind of catch a cloth a little bit, so you just kind of have to go that way when you're doing the teeth. You don't want it to feel like it's snagging, but the bores are nice enough to where they're easy to get into and dry them out. So that's one pleasant thing about it. I like the posts, nice and sturdy. Again, you saw the blade as I had it in there, and to me it seemed like it aligned pretty well. So this is just kind of putting it back together so you guys can see it again one last time before I put it up for the night. There it is. And I'm going to take it back there and post it, even though I wiped it down and dried it already. Just how I am, I'll take it apart again and just let it sit out with all pieces out so that everything can dry. One nice thing about the handle, since it is solid, is that you don't have to worry about anything going down inside. So once you wipe it off, you don't have to worry about anything possibly sitting inside your handle and corroding it from the inside, because you can't get to all the moisture, right? But with this, not an issue. Soap was the steam pump. The brush was the Simode limited edition brush for the shaved neck. First brush. And Spanish fig and nutmeg, which is a bomb. Not really a bomb day today. It's actually was decent temperature, but spray a little bit of that, or pump a little bit of that rather. There we go. Oh. Eyebrow or eyelash there. Okay. Just smells great. All right. There. Good to go. Oh, thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the watching and learning more about the Asylum Evolution DE razor. And hope you have a blessed rest of your week until I see you again. Thank you for watching, or until you see me again.